Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing a color correction. So little previous kind of background story before we start. This is my client. She had moved about a year ago, and when she had moved, she had went somewhere else to go dark. And as you guys can tell, she's got some really bright pieces up on top, and then down here below she's got some red in here, and then she's got some really harsh orange and red down at the bottom. But she got this done about 8 weeks ago. Obviously she's not happy, so we're going to be fixing it today. And even in here she's got some really bright gold pieces that are brassy, and then just at the bottom she's got that really harsh orange and red. Up on top is all virgin, so you can kind of tell that's the reason why it lifted good. But let's go ahead and get started on this. So I'm going to be doing a partial on her, and the reason why is because down below, especially at the bottom of her hair in the back, underneath, she lifted really well, and you could tell that the last person who did this started there first just because the processing time was longer, so those processed really well. But here up on top, she's very brassy still and has a lot of red right where the transition with the balayage and the ombre kind of began. So all I'm going to be doing is going in with a back-to-back baby light just to make that transition a little bit more better. For bleach, I am using my Schwartzkopf Blonde, as most of you guys do know that is my go-to. And I'm using just a 20 volume up here. And I am using Olaplex. We got to keep that hair super healthy. So I'm using about 1/8 of an ounce of Olaplex in that bleach. Also too, I really wanted to mention something really quick. So in my last video, I also did kind of a color correction, and a lot of you guys, especially my subscribers, you guys gave me some great feedback and said that you guys loved it, and I really appreciate helping you guys learn, especially all you new hairstylists. Now, there was a lot of comments as well in that section that weren't the greatest and friendliest, and as on my channel, I really like to keep a lot of positivity on my channel. I just like to help people learn, and I do accept criticism. So if you have anything that you want to tell me or that I could do better, I appreciate that. But when it comes to tearing me down and tearing other hairstylists down as well, your comment is just going to get deleted. So please be respectful in the comments. I had somebody that posted something very nasty saying that I wasn't as great as these other YouTube hairstylists like Guy Tang and all these people. Guy Tang is an amazing hairstylist. He's like one of the best. So, you know, nothing towards him, but these people, I feel like, just look at these big other hairstylists and they had the nerve to say that my work was okay and that I wasn't on that level. Every hairstylist is different, guys. Every hairstylist learns different. Every hairstylist goes into a new client and their hair and does something different. Not every hairstylist is the same. Not everybody has the same hair. So please respect that. Please respect also me as well, just because I'm just trying to help other people learn. So please be respectful in the comments. And also too, the mask. I cannot get over this. If you have the nerve to say something about me wearing a mask or me not wearing a mask, please do not comment, because if you comment, you're gonna get deleted, you're gonna get blocked. I wear my mask to protect others, including my client as well, and if you don't like it, or if you do, I don't care. I don't want to see anything more of that. I know that we are in a pandemic, and I do keep very clean after my clients, my studio, everything about it. So this is just for the people that want to learn. We're not here to argue over the coronavirus, so please respect that, guys. So now I'm going to be starting off on the other side, and I'm just going to be doing the same thing that I did on that first side. I'm going to be taking some slices, some baby lights, just to kind of break up a lot of that color, and also to make a better blend. So also some details about this that I want to go ahead and mention to you guys, because I know I'm going to get asked, but the price range. So for my pricing with color corrections can range from about $280 to about $350. Sometimes it could even be more on that, just depending on what I have to do. But my client today paid almost about $300 for everything, but she also brought product. Keep that in mind. I do sell the Fanola No Orange, and I do sell the Fanola No Yellow. I highly recommend that if you are in cosmetology school or if you own your own salon, sell that product, because that product just goes a long way, especially with your clients. You know, it makes you feel better that your clients are using a professional brand, and you know that they're not using drugstore shampoo and conditioners. As we know, as professionals, we know that it's super important for our clients to use professional shampoo and conditioners, and that way when they come in, you know that their hair is going to be in good condition. So I highly recommend that you sell those products, guys. Also too, my time for today. So this took me about close to almost 5 hours to do her hair today. When it comes to color corrections, I like to be kind of slow. I'm gonna admit that, just because I want to make sure that I get everything right. I want to make sure that I fix what I have to fix. Now, as you guys will see later on in the video, when I saturate those ends, I had left her for almost an hour. Now, like I said, the previous before the previous person that did her hair, when she had went dark, they had put a ton of red in her hair, and that red, I'm not gonna lie, red is a super hard color to get out of the hair, especially with my client. For some reason, her hair was just being really stubborn, and that color just took a little bit different, and she even still kind of had a lot of warmth, which you'll see at the end of the video, and you'll see on how I tackle that. But it took me about almost 5 hours to do. So starting in the front as well, I'm going to be doing the same thing, just taking that partial, going in with some really light baby lights and some slices, and I'm just going to be making a better transition. And I'm also going to be doing this on the other side. I might not show it, but I just want to let you guys know it's literally the same thing that I was doing to the back, just in the front. Okay, so now starting off in the back, all I'm going to be doing is balayaging these ends. Now we got to get rid of that red and that orange and just all that brassiness. Now this is the only way that we're going to be able to do that. Unless she wanted to stay dark, then I would probably just go in with a really cool tone to cancel out a lot of that orange. But she wants to go lighter and we have to break through it. So that's the only reason why I'm going to reapply that bleach to the ends. Now I'm just going to be taking a couple pieces and then going in with some foil and foiling it. It's super important that we foil these bottom parts, that way they could lift. That foil is going to help the hair lift. And also too, I did move up a developer in my blonde meat and I'm going to be using a 30 now, especially on these ends. Now when balayaging, I'm not going to be taking this any higher because I don't want an uneven lift. So all I'm going to be doing is kind of feathering it a little bit above to where you could see that transition line begins, but mostly just trying to get rid of that red. Now I'm going to be doing this all around throughout the hair, whatever is left out, and then I will be letting her sit probably for about close to 45 minutes, and I'll just keep on checking just to make sure the hair is doing okay.
Come on with me, baby. Oh, oh. Never ever leave without me. Oh, oh. Baby, now let me warm you up. Oh, baby, please let me love you much. Baby, baby, don't be cold. I will warm you. Every day I reach your skin as a high, baby. Enjoy your life, try to be happy. Come on with me, baby. Oh, oh, oh. Never ever leave without me. Oh, oh, oh. Baby, now let me warm you up. Oh, baby, please let me love you much. Baby, baby, don't be cold. I will warm you. Every day I reach your skin.
Okay guys, so I got done foiling and everything else, and these little pieces, because she already kind of had that money piece from the previous hairstylist, all I did was kind of just lighten them a little bit just because she wanted those pieces lighter. I balayaged those ends and they're now in foil, and now we're just going to be letting her sit for close to about an hour to 45 minutes. So now for toner, I am going to be toning her 2 different tones. Now, as you guys can see, that top lifted to about a level 8, and she's super yellow. Now for this top part, I'm just going to be toning her with Redken Shades EQ, 8N and 7N. I'm just going to use some neutrals in there. That 7N is going to drop it a little bit down, but that 8N is still going to keep some lightness in there. Now, as you guys can see, I'm literally just toning that top part wherever she lifted, you know, lighter than the bottom. And then what we'll be doing is going in with another toner and toning the bottom half. Okay, so I forgot to tell you guys as well. So before I was about to rinse her, I had looked at the foils and that bottom half was still so orangey. So I had reapplied and I went in with just a 40 volume and I only left her out for about maybe like 10 minutes and then I rinsed her. All right, so now for those mid shaft to ends. As you guys can see, she lifted super warm still. She's got some orange still in there. Not as much red, but a lot of orange. So now I'm just going to be using Redken Shades EQ in 8VB, which is a violet blue base. And I'm also going to be using an 8N to add some neutral in there to match the top. Now the reason why that violet blue base is that I'm using it is because it's going to cancel a lot of that warmth. As we know, when we look at the color wheel, we know that blue cancels out orange and violet cancels out yellow and any type of warm tones. So that's the reason why I'm going to be using that. I love that Redken Shades EQ because sometimes it's super pigmented, and that VB really works. And as you guys could tell here in a minute, now that I'm just rubbing that toner in, it's super important that you want to make sure that you get that toner in there. Really make sure that you mix it all throughout the hair. That way that hair takes completely to the toner. Don't forget the bottom as well. But as you guys could see, even when I lift it up, just like right now, you guys could already tell that that warmth is already starting to get kind of taken away. So that's what I love about Redken Shades EQ, because they're super pigmented at times. And now I'm just going to leave this in her toner for almost 10 minutes. So now for the fun part, I'm going to be using my Fanola No Orange shampoo. I love Fanola, and I love using purple and blue shampoos. Now she does have a lot of hair, so I'm just going to go ahead and saturate all throughout the hair. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because we know that she had a lot of orange previously, and even though we lifted her, she does not like those warmer tones. So this no orange shampoo from Fanola is really going to cool it down, and it has a really strong blue base in it, including violet, so it's going to help cancel out a lot of those warmer tones. Now I'm just going to saturate this all throughout her hair, and I'm going to be leaving this in for about a minute. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, guys. But this looks just so much more better than she came in with. As you guys could tell, she got a little bit more of a better blend. Now, she does have a little bit of warmth in there, just a tiny bit. But within time, that's going to go away. But I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I will be back with more videos. Bye, guys.